Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we'll be reviewing the Scott Stevens Pro from Capita. This board features Capita's Camber Park V2 camber profile, which is flat to outside the inserts, then rocker to the tip and tail up kicks. Basically, you're going to get a little more stability from the flat section, but your pop is going to be initiated from that rocker section. It's going to be like a skate style pop. It's also going to give you a little bit of ease of entry in and out of turns, and if you do decide to go in the powder, it's going to give you a little bit more float. This board is available in 151, 153, 155, and 157. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on an overcast, or mostly overcast, day with little pockets of blue sky. High winds, there was a gnarly wind chill, there was a little icy, frozen chunder, just firm corduroy, and I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. Since this is Scott Stevens Pro model, it's obviously a Park Flex. With that said, it comes in just below a middle of the road Park Flex, which makes it a little more loose and playful. You got softer tips through that rocker section, then it stiffens up at the insert pack through the middle where it's flat with a lot of torsional flex. At speed, you're going to get chatter in the nose, and that is going to slightly resonate back underfoot, so you are going to feel some of those micro vibrations. In really rutted out terrain, the board does get knocked around a bit, but if you keep your knees bent, you will stay on top of it. The stability on this board is predominantly from insert pack to insert pack, and even then, it's still not crazy stable. It's enough for riding the park or a small little hill. With the flat to rocker profile on this thing, you don't have to load the board up, which gives it a skate-like pop. So it's going to activate right outside that back insert pack. You're going to roll back, get your weight on that rocker, and that's where it's going to spring. It's not the snappiest board out there. It's not designed to be. It's got enough so you can pop up on a rail, ollie over a skier kid, or boost a side hit if you want to. Now, when it comes to jumps, small to medium-ish features are really where this thing stands out. Anything bigger, you better be landing bolts or you're probably going to die. Don't die. You do get pop off a lip with this thing. Not a crazy amount, it's enough. And as I already said, you don't have to load it up. You just sort of go in and spring off the end of the lip, and you get that pop right outside the insert pack. Keep it to the small and medium line. Just like I said, you're gonna be fine. When it comes to buttering, this is where this board shines, obviously. You got that rocker section with a slightly softer flex out in the nose and the tail. So you can just roll in to your nose press or your tail press on the ground, and it's gonna stay locked in. It doesn't fight you. You wanna swivel around, go for it. It's not trying to fight you. It's not trying to be hooky at all. You can do just about any butter variation with it, and that's no surprise. Look at how Scotty rides. When it comes to jibbing, same thing can be said. It locks into a nose press, it locks into a tail press. It still has a little bit of snap when you engage it, so you can pop out the end of the feature. And when you get sideways through that center section, even though it's a flat board, it still hugs the feature perfectly just due to the flex in it. You feel locked in. It allows you to slide. Slow speed jibbing, medium speed jibbing, high speed jibbing, it doesn't matter. It's got you covered. That's where this board truthfully shines. When it comes to carving on this board, it's smooth and fluid. It's not quick and nimble, it's just smooth and fluid. Don't expect a quick turn initiation. Just expect it to be a fluid movement from toe to heel, back and forth. There are limitations on this board. You're gonna realize it the second you try to drive it that you're probably gonna fold the tail if you over push it when you're trying to apex that carve. It's one of those boards that steers more underfoot just due to the camber profile, and it's a little bit looser. It's still fluid and smooth, but it's looser. Short, tight, quick carves, medium, mellow carves are really its strong suit. Yeah, you can rail a deep carve with it if you want to. Just understand that if you don't know that you can overpower it, it's probably going to kick out on you. So if you do understand that and you know those limitations, you won't have a problem driving this board. Who's this board for? The jib-focused park rider. It's been a few years since I rode this board, and it feels like they slightly stiffened it up and added a little bit more dampening to it. Not a crazy amount, not anything that makes it any less of a jib board or a freestyle focus deck, just enough that it gives you a little more stability through the insert pack, but still retains its playfulness out in the tip and the tail. It's a fun little jib board for tossing around, playing around on schmedium features, and just getting weird. Comparable boards: the Rome Gangplank, the K2 World Peace, the Battalion Wally. Binding recommendations: the Union Contact Pro, the Burton Malavita, the Rome Vice. This has been my review of the Capita Scott Stevens Pro. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not going to miss any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.